All right, guys, what's up? So we're back for another video. Today we're actually gonna be working on the EK. Got my boy Seth here. What we're gonna be doing today is actually making a new trunk setup for the EK. Yeah, so Seth went with like the wood floor, actual wood. He has it supported with some stuff underneath. He's bagged, obviously, so it's a little more important than having it like on the EK, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and he knows how to do it, so we're gonna knock that out today. We're gonna have to go run to the store, get some material. I don't know what all this project will entail, but Seth brought all the tools and everything, so we're about to go head to Lowe's or something like that and figure it out. So we'll catch back up with y'all in a second. All right, so before we go, we're gonna get a general idea. Again, like I said, this doesn't fit perfect, so we'll probably just take some cardboard or something and measure out the distances better, maybe tape them on there and then flip it over and cut it like that. But basically we're gonna pick it up and see if maybe I could put a battery under here so it's not just chilling up top, because I really don't like that. I'm not too sure, but what I want to do is probably get this and separate it in two. That way it's easier to pull in and out, but we'll see when we get there. Got a little bit of figuring out to do. But again, we're gonna go run to the store real quick and grab the materials that we need and go from there. All right, so we are back. This is the color I went with. Should be a good contrast onto that. So what we decided to do is, I wanted to replace this board completely, but it's a good base. So what we can do is just make those boards fit to where it is as snug as possible in these corners and whatnot. And I'll get a smaller battery at some point, that way I can mount it under there. But yeah, I guess we'll pull this fabric off and then we'll go ahead and get started with mocking everything up and getting it to fit the size.
All right, what's up guys, it's Seth here. What we're about to do is measure out the template for the wood flooring on his trunk. So what we're gonna have to do is draw out the wood flooring, basically just make a template. Either use some cardboard or might just use this wood piece he has, and then from there we just cut it and try to sand it down with some sandpaper, make it flush as hell, and then we have a nice trunk set up.
Okay, it's getting a little dark, but as you can see, I kind of taped off how it should fit, so when me and Seth flip it over, we should be able to transfer everything. Should be pretty close. We might have to just trim whatever. I need to add a little bit more over there and we should be good. All right, so it's a little bit rough, but as you can tell, it's pretty much close to where we need. The shadows are kind of hiding the tape on this side, so we're gonna go ahead and trace it out with that Sharpie, and then we'll probably leave a little extra room. That way we can cut and sand as we need. So I'll go ahead and time lapse this. All right, so we got the line traced out. As you can see, it's very rough, but
Looks a little rough.
but it's just because we want to be able to cut more off if we need, so we gave ourselves a little bit extra. So we'll go ahead and get to cutting. Yeah,
A little bit off the edge.
so a little bit off the edges there, and we should be good. And then we'll keep on trucking. All right, so we got the first piece in. I didn't really film us trimming it, but we got it pretty much just right now. So we'll just continue from there, and hopefully all this will line up just right.
we got the second piece in. Still pretty close to what it was, and we're gonna clean all these Sharpie marks off. Since the way that it goes in, it's not letting it go completely flat, but we have it to where basically if we bolted it down, now that it's snapped in, it'll all level out. Plus I'm putting the speakers back on top of it, so we still got 2 more pieces to do, and then we got to figure out something for that little corner piece. But it's moving along nicely. It's just a lot of back and forth trimming and whatnot, but we're gonna get it.
All right, we've been trying to wrap our heads around this piece, but I think where we fucked up is we tried to compensate for that one little piece on the end, and basically we're gonna have to just keep trimming and round this off. I don't know if I'll be able to get that corner piece or not, but we're getting there. Once we get this piece, I'll show y'all where we're at, but I didn't want to just keep filming everything because it's a little bit repetitive, but we are getting there, so I'll catch back up with y'all in a second.
Ow, fuck. All right, got this piece going. We're good. We're on the final piece. I think where we fucked up, we tried to compensate for this, but it'll still be pretty damn close. But this last piece will be the true tail. All right, boys, the final piece. We might have to work this one a little bit too, but we're gonna get it. All right, guys, so we went ahead and recut this last piece, but with good reason. It literally fits A1. That's pretty nice. So all we need to do now is just sand up the edges a little bit and get everything wired back up. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the bottom board out, pull this one out, and get everything sanded.
And then after that, the trunk setup will be complete. And I'll work on getting a smaller battery so I can hide my relocation kit that was shittily put in my car when I bought it. But yeah, so we're doing it. So we're gonna go ahead and get those pieces sanded up and we should be good. All right, so to take it a step further, when me and Sadie put all our furniture together, it came with a little marker for touch-ups. So if you look right here, if you add on to there, it's pretty much a perfect match. So all the little spots that are messed up, I'm pretty much just coloring them in with this thing to give it that extra little oomph, and we good. So that's about it for this one, guys. Again, we filmed what we could. We had a little bit of trouble, but we pushed through it. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything wired back up for the car. In another video, we'll try to hide that relocate kit for the battery and get a mount for it and hide it under the board and everything. But hell yeah, this shit came out nice. Special thanks to my boy. I couldn't have did it without him. And y'all take it easy. I appreciate y'all watching, and subscribe if you like the content. Thank you. Peace. Hey guys, I know I ended the video last night, but I actually forgot to talk about 2 things, and forgot to mention how much it cost me to do everything. So first off, let me show you what it looks like since we have some daylight today, and then I will explain the other 2 things I need to talk about. All right, so first off, here's the final product of everything. The speaker will be staying up top, the amp might be going underneath, and the battery, we'll probably have to get a gel battery. They're like $200, but maybe that way I'll be able to turn it sideways and mount it underneath. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is the cost. The cost for this whole project was like $56 for the flooring, and I think it was like $5 for the sandpaper or something. If you want to do this yourself, I already had a board that was pre-cut from my trunk. It was a rough estimate. That's why we just added the tape on top to make it fit as tight as possible. So keep that in mind whenever you decide to do this, or if you decide. This isn't really a how-to. This was more of just us documenting me finally doing it. But it definitely helps to have the support underneath it. But anyway, we're getting ready to go on a trip right now. I gotta go hurry up and pack, but I just wanted to throw that in there before I officially ended the video. So anyway, thank y'all again for watching, and I appreciate y'all. And special shout out to Seth again for helping me. It's my homeboy, my only friend that I have really close to here. So thank you, buddy. Enough talking. See y'all later.